How summertime weather continues in the southwest and California. It will be more of the same for Monday and Tuesday. And some records set Sunday afternoon around the San Francisco Bay Area. Oakland, you touched 95. And although no records in Southern California, many of you out through the San Fernando Valley, out through the Inland Empire, were above 100. For instance, Van Nuys, Woodland Hills, Burbank. 96 officially at the Civic Center. Phoenix at 102. 86 Medford. Lots of sunshine in the west, as we can show you right here on the satellite photo. There is nothing happening, except we do have a new Pacific cold front which will move on shore later on Monday. So those of you in Seattle and Portland, Olympia, Bellingham, keep the umbrella handy. You'll need it certainly with some rain showers moving in during the afternoon. Should be okay in the morning. Check in on the highs for Sunday afternoon. As we just showed you, it was warm in the southwest in California, 90 in San Francisco. As far as we know, that was not a record. Still 73 there, still nearly 90 in Phoenix. The cool weather through the Front Range, but even this is not a far cry from average. 54 in Cut Bank, and you know we've seen it snow. Those of you in Cut Bank and Billings, you've seen snow as early as late September. Fair skies tonight in the Pacific Northwest. Those of you in Yakima, 52. Burns, 47. The Basin's cooling down tonight. Out on the coast, 62 in Astoria. Working down the coast into central and southern California, 70s right now. Fresno and the San Joaquin Valley are clear in 77. And another beautiful night in Southern California. Temperatures in the 70s to the mid-80s in the deserts. Not much of a wind expected on Monday, at least compared to what you had to deal with on Sunday. Minor trembler there in Southern California out through the desert areas, registering up there on the old Richter scale. None to report in central and northern California. As we get into the Pacific Northwest, another quiet earthquake night. And as we check out Alaska, it's quiet too. By the way, that earthquake was at around 29 Palms, 4.4 on the Richter scale. Back east, we've got a storm, we've got a cold front, both of these in tandem, leading to some rainfall tonight. Now, this front actually acted as a kicker to kick the storm out of Florida. Over the weekend, in case you missed it, Tampa getting as much as 14 inches of rain. Now the storm is moving into the New York City area, rather, but this front will be moving very quickly and pushing most of the rain out to sea before you have much of your Monday underway. Rain now moving through the Big Apple up towards Hartford and into the Providence-Boston area. This is where we've had the problems this evening, and still in Cambria County, Center County, also in Blair and Clearfield counties in central Pennsylvania. The flood warning continues. We've had reports of many streets in some of those towns, including State College, underwater, and we had a report of a mudslide, or rather a rock slide in Ferndale in Cambria County. Here's the front. Whipping off to the east, behind it, drier weather for most of you, except around the lakes, as we'll show you. First, we'll check in on that West Coast forecast for Monday. Nothing happening unless you're in the northwest with a couple of showers as the old blue line comes on shore. Southern California, more sunshine, another delightful day at the beaches. That's where you'll have to go to stay cool. 93 at the Civic Center, 104 in Palm Springs. 59 in Sacramento, not a bad morning, but it will heat up in the afternoon into the low and mid-90s. Even Tahoe getting up close to 80. Nice turnaround after a frosty morning in some of those high mountain valleys. Pacific Northwest with a front approaching, some clouds and a few afternoon showers for Seattle and Portland. Afternoon showers around the lakes, but for most of us on the East Coast, the rain will be out of the way by, say, 3, 4 o'clock. Even sooner in D.C. and Baltimore. Should not be a problem even for the morning commute there. Let's check out the look ahead. Notice the heat continues in the southwest and California in the next 4 to 5 days. The coolest weather from the Great Lakes into the northeast. That is simply because the jet stream is in that direction, coming out of Canada and dipping on down. But outside of those areas, the entire week looks beautiful. Hardly any rain to speak of. Very typical in October to see very quiet weather patterns. Not a lot of severe weather. We're still a little early for any kind of wintry weather. And as you can see, very comfy. Pushing 80 in Chicago Friday. Looks like a great night for most of us for high school football. Few showers on Tuesday, again with a very cold air loft, and the wind will make it feel even chillier, bit of a wind chill. And Wednesday in New England. Then for Thursday and Friday, the weather map is very, very quiet outside of the Northwest, Pacific Northwest. Your local forecast is coming up. But first, let's check the city forecast, beginning with Atlanta, Georgia.